Good day, YouTube. Welcome back to the channel. If you've seen the introduction, if not, I'm Astro Tiger. This is my first official video, and today's discussion is going to be the human nature disconnection. Right now, I'm taking a stroll through my woods and I got my camera, so trying to get some photography done so I could post on the website. But back to the topic, the human nature disconnection. I feel like, and I don't like to speak from just a subjective point of view. I try to stay kind of objective because it can kind of relate to the things that are actually going on. But also, I had to realize that people can also experience similar subjective realities. So many of us probably already see that there's so much going on in society, and it seems like 10, 15, 20 years ago, things were just way slower. So, and I'm only 33. I turned 33 on December the 5th. But I am old enough and live experiences to have a well-balanced understanding of reality, our roles as humans in this reality. And, after doing so much meditation, and I've been came up with this conclusion, but I'm just now making a YouTube. We've, as a whole, not all of us, but I'm using us as humanity as a whole, have come so far from what seems to be the natural world, and now we're living in almost a completely artificial world. Before the first light bulb and candles, the only illumination one would probably get was from the sun and the moon, natural sources, and an occasional fire. So, but it seems like now people barely go outside and light a fire. People barely go outside and sit around a fire and discuss and tell stories and have beautiful interactions. And those interactions happen within nature. I just got this property going on 2 years. And most of the things that I'm learning are self-taught and learning from YouTube. I would consider myself to have a really good green thumb, but I'm gonna discuss the green thumb thing in another video because I believe that's how much energy we give plants from our energy love, because I'm gonna really break that down. But the human nature disconnection is because I feel like everyone's pursuing the easiest way of life. And one can say, well, yeah, we evolved and became super intelligent and created things to make life easier. But what it costs? At what cost? We lose our natural sense of direction, our natural ability to smell certain things. Because this all goes into many of the senses and senses we really don't understand. How many humans can really identify with their own body and consciousness and mind, yet let alone their own environment? If one cannot recognize oneself, how can you recognize an environment from which you come from? an environment that's always welcoming to you, but you don't welcome that environment. I consider nature to be the oldest and most fascinating technology there is. Yeah, I have a phone and whatnot, but I myself am on a journey to fully reconnect back with nature. How can I use this tree, this plant for this source to where we're both gonna benefit? I broke away, or I'm trying to still break away from the consumer mindset. There are things we would like to buy, yes. But the less things I would like to buy, the closer I am on that path. The less things I need, the closer I am on that path. If I could produce many of my own needs from my property, there we go. Now we catching on. I feel like nature can provide, and it can also take everything we want. It can provide everything we need if we take the time to just go back into nature. We often can sit outside and just relax after a long, stressful day and get answers and feel clear about ourselves just by going outside and standing under the sun. And yes, I do understand that everyone doesn't have property or anywhere probably close that you can go out. But with that thought, we can produce a thought of pursuing, let me find a way to go back into nature. We just can't be stagnant on, oh, I don't have this, I don't have that. Only the rich can afford this. I'm not rich. You know, I was in the Marine Corps. I used my VA loan to get this property, but it's way many people making more money than I'm making. And for me, life ain't even about money. We're going to get on that subject another day. I feel like I'm just a human soul here to be a part of this beautiful land and honestly probably show people how to, it's not a probably, actually, I am supposed to show people how to come back home, how to get back into nature. How can we grow our own food? How can we live alongside our environment? You know, I won't talk about political things on this channel, and I will try not to be negative about anything. I know life is throwing a lot of negative stuff at us right now, but this channel is not going to be negative. I want to be a source of positive energy. Let's reconnect to nature. Nature has given us food, medicine, water, shelter, and now it seems like so many of us are just running away from nature to be inside artificial rooms, AC, artificial climate. You know, I had to force myself to come out and at first I wasn't a cold person. I had to force myself to come out and let my body adjust. Like any other animal in this world has to adjust to the climate. And I ain't got sick yet this winter. I don't want to get sick. Knock on wood. Let me go knock on this tree. I'm knocking on the tree. But if I come out here and let my body build up and adjust to the environment, guess what? I'm stronger in my environment. I am able to fully be optimized to live in this environment. Let's get back into nature. Let's go stand in the sun. If you don't got anywhere to walk that has grass, trees, go stand under the sun. Vitamin D is one of the most important vitamins and nutrients that you can get, and people are buying it and taking it through pill at the store. It's free. It's right there behind me. It's free. Go get that vitamin D. Don't worry about no, I ain't gonna tell you don't worry about skin cancer because it is a thing. But right now, many of us, it's winter time. Go get some of that vitamin D and charge up. You will feel like a charged up battery if you optimize on getting some good sun. This will be the end of this video for now. I can go on about nature forever. But as we continue to progress through this channel, there'll be a lot of nature. Have a beautiful day. Stay amazing.